Oh, this is a Sate ayam. Wow, look at this. It's steaming. The meatball is soft, a little bit firm, but with the soup in there, it just absorbs it. So the minute you bite into the meatball, all that soup just comes running into your mouth.
Camden Market is a diverse community of sellers for street food and independent stores. Located next to the Regent's Canal, they have many choices to shop, eat, and drink in this historic central London district. A history of the Camden Market was as a gin distillery. By the 1970s, it began as a Saturday market, selling antique jewelry, arts, crafts, but it only had 16 stalls. Today, it has hundreds of stalls, bringing a multicultural attraction to both locals and tourists to this unique London attraction.
So we are in Camden Market, and this is in London. It's real busy shopping area. Lots of places to eat, but here we're here for Indonesian food. So let's go.
Penos Warang is one of the popular Indonesian street food stalls in central London. They serve bakso. You may ask, what is bakso? It's a 12-hour cooked bone broth and meatballs. It also has somai or shumai, which is fish cake served with tofu, potatoes, cabbage, and a dressing of peanut sauce. Lontong sayur, which is rice cake with the vegetable coconut soup, chicken satay cooked over a Japanese charcoal grill, and many more.
Welcome to the channel. We are at an Indonesian restaurant. Okay, this is in Camden, England, and it's called Penos Warang. And we have lontong sayur. So we have rice cakes here. We have some of the crackers. So we got some squash and long bean. It's a long bean. And then we have egg, right? It's a hard-boiled egg. Guys, let's try soup first. Wow. It is rich. It is tasty. It is spicy. It is really good. Really good. So let's try some of the vegetable with the rice cake here. Wow. The rice cake is really soft. The vegetables are fresh and crunchy. Wow, really good. And always good with a little cracker now. Very good. It tastes very much like a curry. If you're familiar with curry. But it's really smooth. It's actually not that strong. It's a little spicy, but not overpowering. Still very good. So good. So what we have here is tempeh mendoan. And they serve it in a little bag here. You got a bunch of them here. It's fried. Good. So in case you don't know, tempeh actually comes from soybean. It's really good. It's crunchy on the outside. Tastes good. Tastes crunchy on the outside, very soft on the inside. It's not spicy. It's just very tasty. So what I have here is a nasi galai. It's like a chicken curry. And we have the chicken here. And then we have some of the rice. And then this is jackfruit. And let's give this a try. So I'm going to break off some of the chicken here. Try some of it with the rice. Look at that. Mm. Really good. Lots and lots of flavor. Rich taste. Little spicy, but not that bad. Let's try a little bit with some of the jackfruit. If I can break off some of the jackfruit there. And then chicken and some rice. There we go. Mm. Really good. So what I have here is I have some cassava leaf. And they even gave us a little sambal. Now sambal, if you don't know, is kind of a spicy sauce. It pretty much comes in lots and lots of different types. I'm used to red sambal, but this is a green sambal. So we'll try this with the cassava leaf. Wow, nice. It's so cool, but it's not spicy. Oh boy, sneaks up on you. Hello. Yeah, that sneaks up on you. Don't underestimate that. This is pretty traditional Indonesian food. Try a little more of the jackfruit, a little more of the chicken. Mm. Very authentic, very original. All the flavors. That's a great thing about Indonesian food is you have all these multifaceted flavors, and they all come together. You have spicy, you have rich, you have tangy. They just all come together. It's just amazing. This is such a good dish, and everything just comes together.
Satu. Yes, thank you. Okay.
Now, this is very typical of Indonesian food. Baso. Now, baso is basically meatball soup, but to Americans, we like fried chicken and hamburgers as our fast food. To Indonesian people, they eat baso. So let's try some of this. Let's try some of the soup first. Whoa, oh, wow. There are some flavors in there I've never had before, but oh man, they just tangle, they just jump up on your tongue. Wow, this is like baso heaven. Let's try some of the meatball here. Mmm. Mmm. The meatball is soft, a little bit firm, but with the soup in there, it just absorbs it. So the minute you bite into the meatball, all that soup just comes running into your mouth. Wow, let's try some of this. We have some noodles here too. Looks like they gave you two different types of noodles. So let's try this. Yeah. Wow. If you look at the noodles, they're very firm and they're done on purpose. And then you have this I believe this is a rice noodle. And the rice noodle is very soft. So you got soft and firm. So you have two different textures of noodles. And then I believe this is probably some tofu. Let's try some of the tofu here. We just break it up a little bit. Tofu in soup is great because it absorbs all the soup. So when you taste it, the soup just runs down your throat. Wow. So soft, so spongy, and the flavors just go right down your throat. Wow, this is great. But what is Baso without this? Sambal. This is the sambal I'm used to, the red sambal. So we're going to try some of this inside. Mix it in. And now try it with the sambal. Whoa. Yeah. It burns, but it's a good burn. It's a good burn. Those of you like spicy, yeah, this is it. So we're going to try some soy sauce in here. I think we're going to try some chili sauce. Let's mix that in there. Give that a try. Ooh. Actually, it cuts it a little bit. The chili sauce gives it a spice, but a little bit of a different hot. And the soy sauce gives a little bit of a sweet taste. So it kind of balances it really well. But yeah, really good, really good. Yeah, these are the soft rice noodles.
Yeah, that's the rice noodles.
Yeah. Mm. That's very traditional of Baso, is the rice noodle. Really good Baso. So what we have here, and I've had this many times, is this is Shumai. And so we have the Shumai, which is basically tofu, potato. This is a bitter melon. I'm going to try some of the tofu first. Mm. Now, if you're unfamiliar, Shumai normally has peanut dressing on it. Peanut dressing is like really sweet, very flavorful. I'm going to try the actual Shumai here. Wow. That's pretty good. It's firm, it's soft. But with the peanut dressing, it just absorbs right in there. Really good. And then they also give you potato. Let's put some of the peanut dressing on the potato here. Mm. Wow. Well cooked, soft. And you can taste that peanut dressing just pop in your mouth. Then they give you hard-boiled eggs. Let's try a little hard-boiled egg here. Put a little more. Mm. Wow. So far, every dish has been excellent. Very traditional Indonesian. And from a white person's point of view, it was pretty good. It's pretty good. Last one we're going to try. Now, this one is difficult for a lot of Americans. I've gotten used to eating it, and I really like it. I appreciate it. It's bitter melon. And there's a reason why it's called bitter melon, because it's pretty bitter. But with the peanut sauce, you're not going to taste it so much. So here we go. Let's try some bitter melon. Wow. Not bitter at all. Smooth. Moist. And you really taste the peanut sauce in there too. Boy, this is great shumai.
Let's make an experiment. We're going to use sweet soy sauce, chili sauce, and sambal. Mix this up and dip the shumai into this.
Oh.
Wow, that makes it so much better. Now it's got some heat. This is really good.
So I've had quite a bit of Indonesian food, and I would say this is very authentic. I've even been to Jakarta. But thing to notice about this place is it's kind of difficult to get to. You have to get to the Camden exit off the subway, which is not that hard, but it's super busy, super crowded, and there's not a lot of places to sit. It's a pretty small place, but it's definitely worth the visit. I would say it's worth dealing with the crowds and braving the crowds in order to get this, because it's very authentic Indonesian food, in my opinion. Let's eat some more. So this is a Sate ayam, which is a chicken. And then we have some rice cakes, which my kids love. So we're going to try this. Wow, look at this. It's steaming. Wow. It's sweet. A tad spice, but not strong. No crunchy on the outside. But the chicken is tender. So tender and hot. Wow. And you can taste the char, too, on the outside from that. Let's try it with some of the sauce, too, which is peanut dressing and sweet soy sauce. Let's try some of that on there, too. Try some of the rice cake, too. Let's put this in the sweet soy sauce and the peanut dressing. There we go. Soft, a little spongy, but once you put it in the sauce, it absorbs it. Wonderful. That is great. Wonderful satay. So while we were in London, we decided we wanted to try some Indonesian food. And we saw some that weren't quite appealing, but when we looked online and we saw this one, it looked really authentic. And when we finally arrived here, I agree, it is very authentic, very good Indonesian food. So the place is Penos, Warang in Camden, England, London. Definitely recommend coming to this place. Very good.
That's the end of our video. I want to give a big thanks to you for watching. If you like this video, share with family or friends, and let us know if you've ever been to Camden, London, England. Please subscribe if you have not, and be sure to check out all our videos. And again, thank you so much for watching. Bye from now from Camden, London, England.